How might someone earning 15 to 26,000 rand a month, barely making ends meet in South Africa, benefit from learning about becoming wealthy from this video? Hey friends, I'm Ekow. Today we are uncovering top 3 personal finance basics to know before payday. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our money making tips and tricks. If you are stuck living paycheck to paycheck, there is a simple strategy to break free called the CEO method. Cut costs, earn more, and optimize spending. Let's dive into each step. Everyone talks about cutting costs, but most waste time on small stuff like latte. For sure, spending 30 rand a day on coffee adds up, but it's not where the real savings lie. Plus, cutting the one morning joy you have just leaves you feeling guilty. Instead, focus on big areas to trim expenses and break the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Negotiating your salary is a prime example of earning more, a key part of this strategy. While many people focus on cutting small expenses like paper clips, they overlook the potential for increasing income. Remember, there is a limit to how much you can cut, but there is no limit to how much you can earn. If you are interested in increasing your income through real estate investing, visit propertyaskeko.com to book my free consultation. Now, let's talk about optimizing your spending, the O in our strategy. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, start by saving some money each month, no matter how small the amount, whether it's 100, 200 or 2,000. People often think they've tried everything to cut back, but there is usually more they haven't considered. For instance, instead of eating out less, you could negotiate better deals on subscriptions or services. These changes might seem small, but they add up over time, helping you escape the rat race and move towards financial independence. Let's address the big expenses. For the average South African household, about 30% goes to housing, 20% to food, and 15% to transportation. Here is some advice for cutting costs in these areas. Look for ways to reduce living expenses, whether it's downsizing to a more affordable home, negotiating rent or mortgage payment, or finding roommates to split costs. Prioritize cooking meals at home using budget-friendly ingredients. Planning meals and shopping strategically can also reduce food expenses. Consider alternatives to owning a car, such as carpooling. Additionally, minimize unnecessary trips and explore options for cheaper fuel or maintenance. By tracking these major expense categories, you can make significant strides in reducing your overall expenses and improving your financial situation. Now, let's shift gear and talk about the importance of stability in your financial life. I follow a system called the tripod of stability. It's about being rock solid in where I live, my job, and my relationships. I've stayed in the same house for over a decade. Sure, my net worth grew, but I value stability. Being conservative in these areas frees me up to take risks elsewhere. I can invest aggressively, take chances in business, and treat myself to things I love. Here are some simple rules I live by. I aim for a 1-year emergency fund in cash. It's a bit bold, but I like it. I avoid debt whenever possible. And if I use debt, it's for something big like a house with at least 20% down payment. Following these guidelines, like spending no more than 28% of your income on housing, keeps you in a solid, conservative position. Most people overspend on big things and forget about hidden costs. They wake up one day wondering where all their money went. Often, it vanished years ago in a bad decision. Here is the deal. When you are young, you might lean towards taking more risk, but that changes as you become wealthier. There is this saying in Johannesburg about being better than average, which is nonsense, especially when it comes to investing. Being average is actually great. Trying to chase higher returns like 18% can lead to trouble down the road. As you accumulate wealth, you tend to dial down the risk. Take Susie Oman, for example. She puts most of her money in bonds after amassing millions. It's about winning the personal finance game. In my case, I'm risk-seeking in business, but I have a stable investment portfolio, a mix of real estate and stocks. It's not too aggressive or conservative, just average, and that's okay. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share with someone who could benefit from our insights. Together, we can redefine our relationship with money and pave the way for a brighter financial future. Thanks for watching, and remember to apply these personal finance basics before payday to set yourself up for financial success. Salute!